are live in action, in color, coming to you live. What's going on? It's the Lit Stream. It's your boy Tom Bomb here with the show bros, Tarek, Sharpie Charlie. And you know what? We're not even going to get we don't even have to introduce the next guest. We're just bringing him on right away because we got some stuff to talk about because some things happened today. Some things transpired at the Etihad Stadium. And so we have our boy Baz on. Baz, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Good, man. Good. Napoli went great. I'm looking forward to the weekend. You know what? I'm calling it now. Looking forward to a good result at the weekend too.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah,
I love
this today helped us a lot with that
Yep.
result for a couple of reasons.
Yes.
Tarek, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, how you feeling, Tarek?
I'm feeling great, man. Again, anytime we win, it's a great day. And I think, like you said, it just raises the expectations and the excitement for the weekend. It's before the United match was looking at this run of games and like, I don't know, man. But you beat United, put Napoli to the sword. Now it's like, bring them on, line them up. We just gonna knock them down. Let's go.
Hold up. Did we do back-to-back clean sheets? Did that really just happen?
Who are we? What is happening?
Oh, my God. Is it 2023? What the
clean
hell is
sheet
going on
FC.
That is crazy, bro.
If Donnarumma keeps a clean sheet at Arsenal, I'm going to have to post one of them notes app apologies out for, some of the things I might have said. It might be rough.
If he posts a clean sheet at Arsenal and we win 1-0, I'm gonna have to pay that tax. That man will earn my money. He might earn my money. Like, I don't have a keeper kit. I'm sorry, Edison, my bad. But
listen,
Italian stallion.
Premier League Live is in Kansas City, and where Premier League Live is going to be held is like right next to the Arsenal bar.
Love
it. If we go to the Emirates and keep a clean sheet, the Arsenal pack that will be smoked.
Man, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I love the lit stream on the Thursday after we win. I hated the schedule when it came out. I was like, I don't do Thursday nights, Champions League. What did you do to me? But now it's a buoy to the weekend. So hey,
you know what? Yeah,
this is great.
So Baz, when you saw the lineup, what were your first thoughts?
I was a little concerned because it's the same lineup that played the Derby. It's the same lineup that we're probably going to play at Arsenal. So I was a little worried. But I think, you know what? I think especially with the red card, which we'll get on to later, like I think it was good. I think we played well. And Rodri came off just after the half, so everybody should be rested. Maybe not as much as Arsenal, who got like 2 extra days of rest, but I think everybody be good.
Okay, so did you have any concerns about Kuzanov right back? Because
I talked about this on the last time I was here, but I think Kusanov is a chaos baller that I love, and so I'm already Kusanov pilled or whatever. No concerns whatsoever. He might make a mistake. He might take somebody out. But I'm a huge fan.
Jake, I don't know why you're telling this lie right now. Because they would ignore you like they ignore their women's team. So thank you. What was I gonna say? Okay, I had this thought as I saw the second goal. If Jeremy Doku was an American child, he would be the most exciting college football running back since Reggie Bush.
Look, I would say true. I'm gonna ask the rest of y'all. What do y'all think?
100%. He would have never seen a soccer ball.
Yep.
That bowling ball of a child would have only known pigskin his whole life. Never dribbled a basketball because you're too short. You are running that rock from flag football to PV midget, especially if he's in Florida. Oh my God.
Oh
He's hitting
God.
somebody. He's
Yeah,
running a
he
6
was
and
in
shoulder
Florida.
pads.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Texas. Woo.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Oh baby. Yeah. Yeah. Could you
Yeah.
imagine a bidding war, but in Texas between like Texas, A&M, what's the other big one?
Houston,
SMU.
Baylor.
SMU.
Everybody would have been trying to get that child to their school. Shoot, Texas Tech would have thrown a bag at him in NIL money.
Right.
You know, like it would have been crazy.
He would have look. The weather would have been nice over here. He would have had everything he wanted.
Let me ask Tarek about the lineup real quick. Tarek,
Yeah.
were you happy the fact that Pep said, "Hey, this worked really well against United. I'm not gonna big brain it and all the things we normally say and just say, hey, this was good. Let's do it again." Or were you like, should we have made a switch here or there?
Well, I wanted a rotated squad because I still feel like the Arsenal match is the most important match of these two. So
Okay.
I wanted to make sure we had a fully fit squad for that match. But when you see, okay, and I said on some stream, I said that while that's what I want, playing devil's advocate, you got something that worked, you stick with it. Plus, we know like the biggest players that I wanted to see rotated, Rodri. Well, he needs minutes, right? He's got to get back to Ballon d'Or form, right? So I wasn't upset when I saw the lineup. I was like, okay, this says to me that Pep is not, and again, we know Pep, right? Pep wants to win every single match possible. So I would have prioritized Arsenal, but that's not Pep's thing. So he went big. He had plans to, to rotate on the 60th minute. We're going to get Rodri out. We're going to do this and the other. But to me, it was, I was good with it because again, it's like, hey, he's going for it. And, we're going to play the game in front of us and we'll figure out the next one when that comes. Big ups to Martin and everybody from Mancunian Way. Appreciate y'all jumping on.
We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you
very much.
Shades is International. I will say this. Letting Nico O'Reilly and Doku play on the left flank is the perfect combination. Because it keeps our center back pairing Vardiol and Diaz, which we know is the best pairing of center backs. That's the ideal. And you have someone who is a midfielder by trade, so he can get up and feel comfortable up the pitch. This isn't like, and he has the pace. This isn't Ake, age 30, who's not going to be as aggressive offensively. It's like, no, we have a threat. And I watched Thierry Henry pre-match, and he was talking about how with Pep's changing his tactics. This is not Barca Pep. You're not having your winger stay high and wide. No, he's telling them go closer to the goal. He's saying left back, come left, like come up here, and you provide it with. And now look at Doku, second goal. You are so much closer to the net. You have less work to do, and you're just a better dribbler than Jack Grealish. And I will say that every chance I get because Jack Grealish is not a winger and he wasted our time. But I'm so happy. Where's the
Did
lie?
he waste our time or did we waste our own time by putting him over there?
Hey,
I mean, that's
it's
a Pep
great
thing.
for marketing.
That's
We
a
made
Pep
a
thing.
bag off his shirts. We made a bag.
Yeah.
I told you PSR before we went yards. Jack did his job. He did his job. Man.
For me, Jack was good at getting the ball from the one box to the other box, and so when we bought him,
He's a mover.
Right?
Are you calling Jack a box-to-box midfielder?
He's better at that than a winger.
No.
He's better than that than a winger.
I'm saying that he's good. He was like good at that thing. But on the left side, like the way he wanted to play, and this is obviously trouble notwithstanding, where he played the role that he's supposed to play really well. But like as the seasons went on after that, like I started to notice how like when Doku comes on and he's bringing that excitement, that flair. You're starting to look at Jack Grealish, and I'm like, I understand like his role is control, but like it just isn't working the way that it's supposed to. On Doku, I wanted to say on Doku and Nico O'Reilly, I wanted to say that I definitely echo what you were saying because like the defense does the same thing. Every defense does the same thing. As soon as Doku gets the ball, they take two people and they run and they basically just stand in front of him. And he has to deal with two people, and he obviously he can't get around both people at the same time. So with Nico O'Reilly there, like Nico O'Reilly just being there is enough for that second person to be like, I don't know which one I got to cover, and that's enough for Doku to get in the middle or get past the second hesitating person. His season's gonna be much better. It already is. It's much better than it was last season already.
I know Pep is playing Nico O'Reilly or trying to play him in the middle, but he's been too good for us as a left back option to just completely exclude that. Particularly with Ait Nori out, to me, I love you, bro, but you got to line up on that left side. You just got to line up out there, keep putting in these types of shifts. We'll get you back in the middle sometime, but for right now, bro, you got to go out there to that left side.
If Fabian Delph can do it, you can do it too.
But the difference though is Fabian Delph. But Fabian Delph though was like well into his career. I'm gonna even say closer to the backside of his career. This is a kid who's this is a kid who's just getting started. And so I understand wanting to be able to really start your career, establish your career in your desired position.
Yeah.
But at the moment where you're most needed and where you're going to get on the pitch consistently is on that left side. And for me, it's better to be on the pitch playing than on the sidelines waiting for an opportunity.
This is something interesting. I think Pep saw what Arteta did with Lewis Skelly and said, light bulb. I have a guy who's bigger, like faster, like he can do it because he's also a midfielder by trade. Like when you saw him at the U21 and U18s, Nico O'Reilly was going crazy. And I respect Lewis Skelly, I respect Arteta, but Pep said, why worry about trying to put Gvardiol out there? And we saw that in the run-in last year, right? Like when he started playing, he couldn't get off the pitch because he added something we didn't have and allowed Gvardiol to kind of sit in. So I think we have found our best 11. And there might be an argument to say, hey, if you take out Bernardo and you add in a true right winger, right? You add in a Bob, you add in a Savinho, it adds more explosion. But for the balance of the squad, like this 11 gives you everything you need. You have enough going forward and enough in defense.
I was going to ask about that. How do y'all feel about the comparison between Bernardo and Bob on that, right? So Bernardo usually starts, and he's the captain, but there'll be like halfway through the game, and I'll be looking and I'll be like, it really could use like Bob's explosiveness and things. How do you feel about that?
I think that.
Go ahead, Tom.
I think that if you're gonna let your left back be the one that either inverts or gets up the pitch, like it's okay to have Bernardo on the right side, like to add as cover for whoever that nominally is the right back. But we all pretty much saw that we played pretty much in possession, played three at the back with Kuzanov, and when they went down to when Napoli went down to 10, it was a foregone conclusion that we were going to have all of the ball, right? So I'm okay with it if as long as you know that you're like shifting to that back three. Like I would say this. I'm more comfortable with Kuzanov in that position than I am with Nunes in that position, if that makes sense.
In the right back?
Yeah. If we're gonna play this way.
It makes sense. Like I will say this. Kuzanov is the better defender. We know that. That's his whole job. And I think overall, Nunes is a more complete right back because he offers so much more going forward. Like he's competent at defense, maybe like a 6.87, but going forward, he can get up to an 8. We saw it last year. We see the runs. He's a midfielder by his training. And so like when we went down to 10 men today, I said in my group chat, I was like, damn, like this would be cool to bring Nunes on if we need, an extra spark, because they were letting Kuzanov have the ball. And for some reason, City kept going right. And I was like, y'all, they want you to go right. Please go to the other side of the pitch. Like, stop going right. Kuzanov needs to defend. But, it's a good problem to have. When you have so many players, you have depth, you have people that Pep can use in different ways. I think it was great. Should we transition to the goals? Because I think we had 2 amazing goals, and I want to know which was your favorite. It's like, Tarek, I know you got children, right? I don't know, Baz, if you have any, but like you got to pick one. They're both beautiful, but tell me which one was better. Was it the dink from Foden to Holland, or was it Doku going, I got this, clear out?
There is one for me. There is one answer. It's got to be Doku. It's got to be just running by three midfielders like a karate a karate movie. He's like instant transmissioning through these three people. Absolutely love to see it. That I want to see it like that. I would want to see every game. Look, I like the Holland thing as well. Like I was confused for a second because I didn't think it went in. I thought it just like hit off his head and went somewhere. But watching Doku run through the back line is always incredible. I would do that every single time. It's incredible.
Who you got, Eric?
I guess the Doku one was more exciting, but that Foden flick over the top, it was impressive. I mean, it's hard to say. You already said it. I'm a dad. I can't pick between my kids. It just depends on what day it is and what we're doing. But I like them both. I'll go with Doku because I think that was the most like exciting of the two.
What up, Crumb Chocolate?
What's going on with you, man?
What's going on, man?
Hey, let me jump in real quick. Hey, for everybody that's from Mancunian Way, really appreciate you. We got 132 people watching on YouTube.
138.
We only got 10 likes.
Hit
I
that
know
like
y'all not gonna
button.
be around
Smash it.
all night because it's super late over there in the UK if you're UK based. But before you drop off, please do me a favor. Go hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe, do all the things. Give us all your support. We really appreciate it. Thank y'all for jumping on, but definitely want to hit that like button. We need that. It helps us with the algorithm, as you already know. So appreciate y'all.
Actually, stay up with us. Stay up. Actually,
I'm old, right? So I'm not gonna ask somebody else to stay up because I know if I don't get my sleep, I'm no good tomorrow. So I get
Friday,
it.
It's Friday tomorrow. Just call out. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
Like,
Us old people got to get our rest. It's not even beauty rest. It's I just got to function rest.
I live in California, right? Some of these games.
You say you live in California. It's only like 2:00 in the afternoon or something like that right now. What are you doing?
I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning for some of these games, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, that's insane. Y'all could stay up, like the stream, and stay up. You know,
No doubt.
Crump, the
Appreciate
question
y'all.
was this: pick a goal. Which was the better goal? Foden to Holland or Doku going 1v Napoli?
I gotta pick Doku. That man he throws everybody off. His change of direction and speed. They were worried about him breaking past him, and then you saw the Napoli defense kind of relax because he was surrounded by like 4 defenders, and he just cut right through them. And even the keeper was like, "Oh, there's no angle for you to score. What do you do? Just slide it right past him." Like naturally, Erlin's goal is fantastic because the Foden dink, the Holland, just the depth of touch to be able to just hit it over Milinkovic Savic, who is like 6'8". So that's not like that's
and
not
hard.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not a hard thing to do. Yeah, I feel like Tarek, you're making me try to pick between my kids. Like that's what you're doing right now, and I don't appreciate that.
here's the answer.
Go, Con, please.
all right.
Daku's goal was the better goal, but of the assists on the goal, Phil's assist was better than Reinder's, right?
Not even close.
And also, I've been saying this since the season started. Like, actually, I've been saying it since the Club World Cup. It's kind of insane how tall Erling Haaland is and how bad he is in the air. Really, if you think about it. And so when he headed the ball on first sight, I was like, "Oh, he fucked this up. It's going over the bar." And then, like when he didn't get enough pace, like when he got more arc on it than pace, I was like, "Oh, okay, so he can do shit in the air." So goal was more revelatory, like, "Oh, this is something that he can in fact do." But I'm also expecting a 6'4" dude.
He also didn't like jump.
He didn't jump.
It was like
it was like, ding, like
yes.
Jumping fucks him up. It does the coordination. It's like a big giraffe. It's like, wait, but like my neck is so long. What do I do with it? And the ball goes down and goes left. He just needed to lean, and then it glanced over. I mean, the answer is Doku, y'all. We are shades of blue for a reason. If you chose Holland, that's a fucking problem. And I'm gonna call you just not with the culture. But yeah, Doku was phenomenal. And I'm happy that he is having this moment early in the season because he deserves it. He got so much flack online last year. And I'm like, have you not watched this man be the best dribbler in the Premier League? Like, all he needed was a consistent run of games. And now you see, like, the partnerships are building. They have cohesion. Foden, Doku, and Haaland. Good luck stopping them in Arsenal.
Okay.
Yes.
Sam brings up a really good point, and I want us to talk about it real quick.
We said this. Mm-hmm.
Foden needed De Bruyne to leave City to blossom and break out from the shadow of one of the game's greatest. He looks emboldened by taking on the responsibility of carrying the team creativity.
Where was De Bruyne when Foden went POY?
Right. We've seen this. We've seen this movie before.
We know what happens. Yeah.
It's wild to think like that he can step into that role. I guess because like he's been with us for so long, like. But yeah, I mean, I would agree with this. Like now that like he's got to be the one to step up. Especially like Turkey's out too, so I think he's gonna be owning it, especially for the next couple of years. I think he's gonna be owning it.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna have to still handle a few things, but I got my whiskey poured, so I got half a one.
Yeah, you got to be in control now. I can't be in charge. I can't be the adult in the room anymore.
We love a spot sub. Great job, Tom. Great job.
You killed it, my friend. What is this horse kit? What is that?
So
It might be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
man.
no, go ahead.
No, because I was going to criticize it. So you go ahead.
Well, I'm not sure if you knew that the Cowboy Carter tour was sponsoring Manchester City, but it's actually like a relatively, you might have seen it on City Extra. But it is a thing. No, I'm kidding. It's the Lunar New Year kit. It's the that one. So it's one of the new ones that has the horse on the side of it. I don't know if y'all have had a chance to look at it.
No, I haven't. So I'm looking it up real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Look it up real quick.
I'll say, yeah, throw it on the screen. Because I got feelings about it. These guys know my thoughts about the rain kit, right?
Yeah,
they know how much I despise the rain kit. I think I might like the rain kit better than I like the horse kit, and that's saying a lot because the horse kit is not.
I just found it.
Yeah, throw it up on the screen.
Yeah. Please, because I'm struggling.
Oh wait,
struggling
I don't know how to do that.
Drop a link in the chat. Drop a link in the chat. That would be great.
Oh, it's a literal horse shirt.
Yeah, it's a literal horse.
I knew. Hold on.
When I put horse kit in the thing, that's just that.
No, you were not kidding. This is wild.
I said this is worse than the rain kit, and I hate the rain kit. The rain kit is trash. This is deeper than
it's
that.
it's so literal.
Please calm down.
Yeah, I like I'm cool with obviously I'm cool with the Lunar New Year kit. I just think that if you're gonna do something like this, like you need more than just like somebody like, yo, just toss the horse on there.
It's too like on the nose. It got to be more, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the most horse girl shit I have ever seen in my life. Like I don't.
Wait, how did y'all find it? Can somebody put it on the screen, please? Please, por favor.
Yeah, I got it. I was trying to find like multiple looks of it, but everybody just has the same.
Yeah,
literally just a horse across it, which makes me
the
feel
only
like
image.
Well, I will say down in the bottom left of that picture, it does say prediction,
so it does say prediction
based on leaked info. So it may not be. This is what I saw.
Okay,
this is what I saw, and I was like, this is horrible. But maybe it's gonna be more. It's gonna be a little different, maybe.
Because even
Footy headlines are normally good about their stuff, but like it's a prediction.
Yeah.
And I'm here. Like they did the Dragon Kit, Year of the Dragon Kit,
and that was
this
so
is
nice.
Again.
It's
about getting to our Asian brothers and sisters. Yeah. We got to make sure we hit all the continents.
The Dragon Kit was okay though. I mean, it was
I didn't get it. Yeah, it was fine.
This one is not, in my opinion. This ain't it though. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that's not great. Shout out friends at New York Sky Blues. I saw a few of them getting photos and stuff with Kova, and that's smart. They had them just run in, doing chill.
I feel like they do this every year, especially if I think Oscar Bob came like the year before or something like that when he was hurt. So it's like, hey, we got players that can't play. Let's just put them out there. Let them do the whole advertising promotional type thing. And,
can I
with the fans, go ahead.
Can I tell y'all that I was at I used to be in New York, obviously, and I got a message like, hey, you should come to the bar today, with the New York Sky Blues. And so I'm there, I'm having a good time with a couple of my friends, and company shows up, and I was like, is that? And like the entire bar just starts screaming, like everybody's losing their mind. Company walks in. Yeah. I got a blurry picture with company, because there were so many people just around, but man, that was incredible.
Yeah, that would have been, that would have been dope. That's love.
Oh man.
All right.
So Baz, what's your? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay.
Before we get into Baz's prediction, it's
Yes.
a big match. Big match on Sunday. How do you deal with your nerves like coming up? Because like if I know that it's a big match, I will cook breakfast because I'm too nervous. I need something to do with the energy, right? Like, how do you deal with that?
I don't deal with it like in the best way. There's a little bit of like, oh man, I happen to be up at 6 a.m. and I'm just kind of like walking around cleaning stuff, or cooking breakfast, like you said. Like I'm doing something, right? Like I'm trying my best to sleep, and luckily for me in California, right? Like I can usually like wake up like right before the game and I'm good. But especially back in New York, like I would be like doing a little bit of pacing. What about y'all?
Not for me. I'm probably waiting till the very last minute to get up out of my bed to begin with. So I'm just diving head first into it and just praying that it doesn't ruin the rest of my day, because I have a tendency to let it do that. So
yeah,
I wake up so early that like by the time the lineup comes out, I'm like, finally, okay. And then it's like, oh, I gotta wait another hour and 15 minutes. So like I'm just kind of like get this over with already by the time the game starts. I think the only time I'm nervous, it really comes down to the run-in. I don't get nervous till April and May. Like the season's so long, 38 matches is long Premier League. Obviously, if you got an FA Cup final, or you got a Champions League semifinal, that's nerve wracking. But a regular PL match is just like, okay, let's hurry up and win.
What were y'all doing? What were y'all doing before the Champions League final? The one that we won.
I make breakfast. Actually, I made breakfast and lunch. Like, I was so nervous.
Yeah, I was just home. I didn't want to be in public at all.
Oh man,
I
was in New York. I had to find New York Sky Blues, the second bar, maybe the third bar.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I went to a bar. Obviously, like one bar basically is open in the whole of Northern California, and I had to go to that, and it was just absolutely filled with people that did not want to hear anything from a Manchester City fan. Mm-hmm. And so my wife and I are there, and that one goal goes in, and I'm looking around at all of these people with their faces down, and it's one of the only moments where I just start like screaming. I'm like absolutely losing it.
Oh yeah, I would have started a mosh pit.
And yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Like I try not to be the only one, just like yeah, but that was the time. Final whistle went, and I'm practically like sprinting through the spot.
Yeah, I'd be floating.
Yeah.
Well, before we get you out of here, what are your thoughts on this Arsenal game?
I said that I was at the beginning of the stream. I did say that I was pretty confident. I think, look, if you had asked me, like, would I take a draw? I would say yes. But you know what? I think we'll win. I think we'll nick it. What about you?
Oh, I was gonna say, because this is you said going before today's match, you would have said I'll take a draw.
Yeah.
So does that change because of today's match? Does your confidence level change and you like skip that draw? I want to win.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
You
that's
know,
what's up.
is the confident, like you go through the derby and like we can't like lose to United, and then we win in the manner that we win, and I'm like, you know what? All right, I can see how this is gonna work. You know, I can see what's going on. And then after Napoli, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can see. I'm excited now. Like, you know what? Bring on Arsenal. I think we got.
For me, 2 clean sheets, because that's been a long time since we've done back-to-back clean sheets, says to me that, first of all, Arsenal, they're gonna be playing for set pieces anyway. I think we can hang in there, and then I think we can nick one on the break. So I feel like we can, you know, a 1-0, 2-1 type of a game. Yeah, I think we win it.
Okay. What about y'all? I'm up for it.
I love it. I love the
I got the draw. I got a draw.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough
Appreciate
at
you, man.
Arsenal. Yeah, it's gonna be really tough at Arsenal. Well, please plug yourself. Let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
I really should change this name, but I am on Twitter at it is AMARUTUF. It's Futurama spelled backwards. I made it a long time ago. And I think I'm on Blue Sky at the same. I'm occasionally on Blue Sky at that same name.
Appreciate you. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah,
we'll chat very soon.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, bro.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Oh man. Okay. Hold on. Arsenal conceded 1 goal all season though. Freak Slobozai, Long Ranger. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like they're just so much better than Napoli and United. Like United doesn't even count in this equation, right? United's trash. And then Napoli, we didn't get to see them at full strength because Di Lorenzo took a red. So I rate Arsenal higher than most of us, most City fans. I think they're really good. And their back 6 is super solid now. Like, so I think it's gonna be a hard game. I think like a 0-0 wouldn't surprise me. Like those old Liverpool Chelsea matches, like I don't know how you score in either, because I don't think Arteta's going to give up much. I don't think Pep's going to be too aggressive on the road. It's like us going to Liverpool, right? Like we don't win at Anfield. It's hard.
Tom used to always say, "There's 1 goal in this match, and then it's going to figure out who's going to get it. Is it going to be us or is it going to be them?" So that's what I think of. I think it's only probably 1 goal in this. We just got to be the one to get it.
Hey, all right. Time for our next guest. Bundesliga stand up. Shout out to 50 plus donor. I had Jake on an episode of for Patreon, and that was a wonderful conversation. And they themselves just got done doing their own stream just before he hopped on here. So he's nice and warmed up. He's done his workout already. So please, Shady Gang, welcome. Your favorite wrestling podcast show, bro. Also, Flem. What's up, brother?
I feel like after saying that, I should have had some form of entrance music, but it's okay. What's good, guys? How y'all doing?
Yes, sir. How are you?
It's going great, bro. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. Good to be here.
Yes, sir. Well, we faced Dortmund, so I mean, when actually Dortmund's run of games. Well, let's start off first with City. When you saw that City were on that list, are you feeling hopeful for Dortmund this season in the Champions League? Like, how are they doing so far?
Not greatly. It's hard to be. It's hard to be.
How do you feel?
Confident?
Like, can you feel confident when you lit into extra time goals? When you up?
It's hard because, well, the thing with Dortmund is that our defense was already not great to begin with. Right now, we have about 2 or 3 defenders on the shelf. So, as you could tell with the collapse against Juventus on Tuesday, the gumbo is always ready to be spilled, as we like to talk about on 50 plus donor. That being said, it hasn't been a horrible stretch in the league so far. It's 2 wins and a draw so far. So it's just a question of what Dortmund you're going to get when the whistle blows? Is it going to be like, are they going to be locked in, or is it going to be, we like to give the game away, let our opponents play into it?
How stressful is that for you on a week?
Oh,
on
it's
a
horrible.
match. Okay, all right.
It's horrible.
Okay.
You get used to it. I will say one of my best friends is a City fan, and he likes to say that they like to leave it and they like to make their game stressful as well. But no, when it's really a flip of the coin what you get with Dortmund. Either they're blowing their opponents out of the water, or they're gonna play around, and it's like, can you be normal for at least like 2 months? But that's I would like to say that is the chaos of the Bundesliga, though, in general, or of German soccer in general, because the second league is also just as chaotic as that. But it's nothing if not entertaining, I will say.
Are you feeling confident under Kovac?
It's
like, do you feel like there's an adult in the room, I guess?
Yes, I feel like there is an adult in the room. I would go back to towards the end of last season when we brought him in. It did take him a couple months to get the team together, but towards the end, it was we did go on a run of like 2 months unbeaten to secure 4th place in the Bundesliga, which was desperately needed because we were like 11th at a point in the season. So he's definitely gotten the ship right. It's just there needs to be more consistent performances from. I think we do get more consistent performances when people like Schlotterbeck or Emre Can get healthy, or Sula, because Sula was getting right under Kovac as well. But I feel like he has definitely gotten the ship somewhat right, where they're playing to their potential. And I don't necessarily think that the talent in this group is going to like win the Bundesliga or like run away with any specific competition, but they should be like in the mix for Champions League within this group. And I feel like he's gotten that right.
So, Flem, you had a big signing in the transfer window. He's a brother of a former Dortmund star, and we know what nepotism can do. Was this a nepotism signing, or like have you seen things from Joe that is like he is his own player and he has his own special capabilities?
I feel like it's half and half. I feel like the nepotism is absolutely there, especially with the fact that was like before like the deadlines were hitting. That was like our only signing that we really got. Now, obviously, we permanently got in Chukwuemeka and then Amosino and Fabio Silva as well. But that was like the statement of what we did before Club World Cup. And he has looked pretty solid in his role so far, I will say. Haven't really noticed too many mistakes from him. He hasn't been the world beater that Bellingham was with us, or that Jude was with us yet. But I feel like he's going to grow into his role. He's still very young, so he's got a lot to grow into. But it was a signing that I did like because we did need a midfield presence to kind of help the defense that was absolutely shambolic. And it still kind of is, but that's because most people are not healthy yet. But it is you do have to say it is kind of a nepotism signing with Jude kind of following in his footsteps. But I feel like he'll become his own player. I think we just got to give him time.
What is it like being a fan of a club that you have like 2 to 4 years with your best players, if best?
It just means you can't get attached to too many of them. But I mean, you still have some sort of respect for them when they do go off and do their own thing. Like I still really like what Holland's doing. I still follow Bellingham a lot. So I still do have some respect and like for those players. It's more so I'd say it's frustrating that that the top brass don't really want to commit to building a championship caliber team like they can. And I mean, it does work better for the players because they're getting those opportunities elsewhere when this team isn't really committing to it. But you know, it's been like 12 years, 13 years since we last had anything. had a Bundesliga, I would say.
Diana, please.
Not a situation shit. No, it's been like 15 years, almost 15 years at this point for a Bundesliga. Marco Reus would like a word. Marco Reus is still probably my favorite player we've had. Still probably my favorite player. I just wish he had. I just wish he had won a Bundesliga with us, man. That breaks my heart. But
there were like 2 seasons on FIFA that Marco Reus was like unstoppable. Like, man,
unstoppable. Insane. He was the cover of FIFA 17. I think that was my first FIFA I actually bought. But no, it's definitely you love seeing the players succeed as long as they don't go to like a rival. Shout out to Robert Lewandowski.
That's what I was about to say.
God damn.
You hate that they can't stick around long enough to help win anything more than like a Pokal or like the stray Champions League final appearance.
It's very similar to how I feel about like Brighton and teams like that, where it's, I understand getting your money's worth of these very talented players, but when do you try to like hold on to a couple of extra players and see where it goes?
I mean, you can't
Yeah.
though. Like that's the model. Like these clubs are beholden to the rules, and especially in the Bundesliga, right? It's super strict, what 50+1 or whatever. Like the ownership model, you can only do so much commercial investment. Like it's tough to keep up, and nobody's Bayern. It's Bayern and everybody else, and obviously Dortmund is like next in line with probably Leipzig and Leverkusen. But I feel bad for Brighton too, but they know what they're doing. Like Tony
You better
Bloom's like,
put
hey,
some respect on the UCL table leaders, Eintracht Frankfurt's name, sir.
hey, shout out to the Birds. They were going crazy today. They made Galatasaray look horrible. That was embarrassing.
And what I will say about 50+1 and like the model of like player buying is that like Bayern obviously has the most money and they're going to be able to do the most with those resources. And as we've been saying on 50+ donor for at least to start the season, is that they look like by far and away the favorites again. But the teams the lower teams will still make them earn it. Like if we look at FC Cologne, who just came up, they're right in the mix. They're on 7 points right now. St. Pauli, who were fighting relegation last year, also on 7 points. Haven't lost yet. Neither of those teams have lost yet. And then you also have Frankfurt, who looked amazing in Champions League today. It's always going to be earned. We saw with Leverkusen and how they developed their talent, brought in Xabi Alonso and won the Bundesliga unbeaten a couple years ago. All it really takes is the right mix of bringing the young players up, getting the right coach in, and then you can realistically make a run for it. Now, it hasn't happened all too often, but it's there are a few years where it is a fight at the top. Don't expect it to be this year in particular. I think if Bayern is able to manage 3 competitions, because their bench is a little thin right now. That is probably their biggest weakness, is that they're a little thin in the reserves. So if they're able to manage that their workload, I think they'll be fine in the Bundesliga. But if they're not, then it could get interesting, because one of these teams can catch them sleeping and make it interesting.
Eintracht Frankfurt lost Marmouche and Ekitike in the last 6 months. Is what they're doing sustainable? Did they bring in somebody to replace them? I mean, how are you I'm going to say a lesser team, meaning you're not Bayern, right? You're a lesser team, but yet and still you lose to those 2 huge names, and yet you're still able to compete. How did they manage that?
That is a very good question. And it was also a question that was being asked in the offseason, because as soon as Marmouche left, it's like Frankfurt lost all of their momentum that they had during the first half of the season. So you had to figure out who you were bringing in to replace Ekitike and Marmouche and kind of regain that confidence. And, I feel like they managed it fairly well in the offseason. They brought in their 2 big transfers for this summer were Jonathan Burkhardt, who was with Mainz. He had a fairly solid season at Mainz. He kind of slowed down towards the end of the season, but it's still a solid attacking pickup to replace him, as well as Ritsu Doan. Ritsu Doan, I think, was the big ad for them, and that kind of set them back up on the attack. And then obviously Chan Uzun is doing well for them right now. He's their leading goal scorer. He's got 3 goals for them. And Todd Muller is also a solid coach, so he was going to figure out a way to turn it around. I wouldn't say it was necessarily expected for them to be, at least in the Champions League, I wasn't expecting that performance to lead them off. In the Bundesliga, I did still expect them to be competitive. And they still right in the thick of it. They're 6 points. I didn't expect them to be as competitive as they appeared to be last season, especially in the first half of the season, because losing players of the quality of Marmouche and Ekitike is debilitating. But I feel like they did well to bring in Ritsu Doan was a huge transfer for them. Burkhardt, if he's able to get right, will be big for their attack as well. So once again, it's going to be if they can manage the workload of Champions League, and I believe they're still in they are still in the Pokal as well. If they're able to manage all of that, I think they'll still be in the fight for Champions League as well.
That's what's up. What's up.
Let's get to pressing matter. Oh, sorry, Sharpie, were you about to say something, homie?
Just a quick question for those of us that don't watch Bundesliga as often. We know the name Bayern Munich. Is there anything about this team this year that, and companies, second season now, where you think, or third, right? Where you think like, okay, they're going to another level? I know they had to make some changes. They got rid of Sane. They brought in Luis Diaz. Have you seen anything from them that's like, oh, Bayern's back? Or is it kind of like, they'll still be pretty good?
I think Luis Diaz has been a very good transfer for them so far. I think that's been their biggest pickup. I feel like that as long as no one gets hurt, they will be fine. I think they will. I mean, the league. I think they're winning the league again, and I don't know if it'll be particularly close. The Champions League is a different question because it's the competition there is just great, and you're not as deep as a lot of the teams. I don't think they're as deep as a lot of the teams in the Champions League. Now, if you're looking at on paper who's gonna be a difference maker for them, Harry Kane, obviously, y'all know all about him. The big one is Michael Olise. He was a transfer of the season last year.
He killed us too.
Well,
Oh yeah,
but
he is
even go back before that, City Academy player.
City Academy player. Yeah, he is the heartbeat of that team right now. And then obviously Louis Diaz, he was big. Jamal Musiala, when he comes back from injury, is going to be a difference maker as well. Obviously, they're strong in the midfield. Along with Musiala, you have Joshua Kimmich, you have Leon Goretzka. Their biggest question marks is going to be their defense. And Upamecano's been inconsistent for them a little bit. You have a few defenders. You have a lot of defenders, right, actually, with Davies, Hiroki Ito, Rafa Guerrero, and Stanisic are all hurt right now for them. So it's an issue of health, really, and consistency for their defending. They're going to blow the doors off of any team they play. I think Company will have them right in the attack, no question. If they are able to get healthy and sound defensively, I think it is a dangerous team in whatever competition they're in. Even in the Pokal, because they historically, recent history, haven't been solid in the Pokal. They almost threw away their first round Pokal match. But if they're able to get right and consistent, it's going to be hard to beat that machine.
And should have known Tom's going to always find a way to bring up Jesse Mark.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
And now to more pressing matters. I don't know if you noticed, Man City have kind of been plundering the Bundesliga over the last couple of seasons. So
Yeah,
I want to know,
it's hard to miss.
who from Dortmund can we snatch away? Like, who is someone of talent and or promise, or who is an established 25, 26, 27-year-old player who could come in and just fill in a spot nicely?
What's your biggest need is my question. What do you feel like City's
Oh, we don't care about that. We don't. I mean,
you don't care about that? Okay.
This is a luxury position that we are in. Like, just,
I have a couple answers. And one of them is going to be a serious. Holland wasn't enough. That's what I'm saying.
like Luther Vandross, never too much, never too much, never too much.
But one of them is going to be a serious. I could legitimately see City going for this player because he is solid and probably one of the bright spots on Dortmund. And the other one is I don't want this person in my club. And the price tag they were asking for this person is a City type price tag. My serious answer is Nico Schlotterbeck. Yeah. He is by far our most consistent defender when he is healthy. And he was absolutely tearing it up both in defense and attack before he tore his ACL last year. He is always going to be reliable, always is going to put in a great tackle. He was just put on corners as well before he got hurt and absolutely changed the game for Dortmund set pieces from that regard. So as much as that would pain me for him to part, I feel like that would be like a realistic City would probably go after this player. My other answer is Felix Mecha. I don't want Felix Mecha on this squad.
We don't want him either.
I know you don't want him, but they were asking for 70 mil.
Oh, wow.
Mecha.
What in the hell is going on? What the hell, Leon say?
Brentford almost paid it. So
Like,
I mean,
we gave him away a long time ago. Like, that's why he's gone.
but what I will say about Mecha, outside of football aside, he is good for the stray long ball goal.
Yeah,
like he's an okay playmaker, which is kind of out of position for him because he really was brought here to be a defensive midfielder, but don't want him. So if you want to pay 70 mil for Mecha, silver platter, there you go. All year.
we can do a little.
How
like,
is Jan
Luke
Cloto?
Cook. Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, I want to hear about
Jan
that.
Kuto, I do like him. He has his moments. He had a moment Tuesday against Juve that kind of pissed me off, where he left a defender in the middle for that game-tying goal. Did not press it at all. He could have pressed it, didn't. Went 4-4, spilled the gumbo. But overall, he's one of our more reliable wingbacks, I would say. He pairs well with Rierson when he's also locked in. He hasn't had too much playing time. Like he's starting to get his playing time up now, because he, in Dortmund fashion, was hurt for a significant period of time. But now that he's in, he's looked pretty solid when he's been tuned in.
All right.
Wait, who do Dortmund play this weekend?
Dortmund play. That's a great question. I already forgot. Wolfsburg, yes. That was one of the. Wolfsburg is a solid team. Jake was really high on them. They're currently sitting like 8th.
They're undefeated in 8th.
They're 8th, 1 win, 2 draws.
Love that.
That's going to be a very interesting game, I will say, because Wolfsburg is pretty solid in attack. They just put up 3 goals on Köln, who Köln have been doing pretty well so far. But I wouldn't say I expect it to be a shootout. It is a home match for Dortmund, but it will be another Serhu Guirassy do everything challenge for them, as it has been to start this season so far.
He's been doing a lot of that lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Bundesliga table, it's brilliant. I love it. It's Köln, they're up there. They're in the top
Köln's up
5.
there.
That's
St.
so
Pauli's
crazy.
up there. Hoffenheim's up there, which I was not expecting. Leipzig is up there with the -3 goal difference thanks to that 6-0 thrashing Bayern gave them week 1.
How the fuck what did Bayern do? How you got 14 goals in 3 matches? What the hell is going on in Germany? Are they trying?
Leipzig Bayern was a 6-0. But every single match Bayern has played after the Leipzig match has been relatively close. Like that, you had that 6-0, and then
no, because they put
5
on
on Hamburg. Okay, Hamburg doesn't count. They went to Augsburg and only won by 1 goal. So Augsburg kind of solid as well.
3 being their lowest number of goals scored is crazy. A 6-3-5 to start off your season. Bro,
yeah, no,
that is so hard to do in football.
But the issue is going to be when they have a match where they got to defend, because I don't know that they have proven that they can do that. Although
Chelsea damn sure didn't do anything to them. They embarrassed Chelsea. Harry Kane said, "I still hate you."
I mean, if you run up 4 or 5 goals, they don't need to defend. So maybe they just feel like we just
we love a
outscore
sharpie
you.
clean sheet.
Best defense is a good offense.
Yeah,
I think this Hoffenheim match is going to be a solid test for them, because obviously just played in Champions League. But Hoffenheim is sitting near the top of the table as well. They've been playing pretty solid. And in the league, they have a 2-goal performance and a 4-goal performance. So they can be pretty reliable on goals. So it's going to be interesting to see how Bayern reacts after a midweek game against a team that is performing relatively well. Yeah.
Oh, well, is there anything,
about.
is there like a gospel of the Bundesliga that you want to talk about, or even something about that I mean, obviously we can quickly go over WrestlePalooza if you want.
True. They did a podcast yesterday I wasn't able to be a part of. Check out your favorite wrestling podcast. They talk good graps over there. But there's a pay-per-view coming up that I need to do rapid fire predictions on. I need to pull up the card though. Unless you have it up, Crunk, and you want to just.
So we have the Becky, Seth Rollins, AJ Lee, CM Punk. How do you see that going?
I think that's going to be a great match. I think that's going to be a fun match to watch. I think they set up a path where those divulge. I think AJ and Punk win that, to where AJ now goes after the Intercontinental title. Punk goes after the world title. I think that's going to be a very fun match. The build to that has been very fun. I love what the character work that Becky and Rollins have been doing. It's, if you've noticed, it's been imitating certain people in the public space. And it's it's really funny to see Becky step into that character.
Yeah,
obviously, yeah, she's killing it. And then obviously everybody's getting behind AJ Lee being back. The response to that has been insane.
Therapy.
So that's going to be fun.
Therapy.
Therapy. Looking for the bootleg stream? We got some links.
I think we can help. We can help with that.
Send a DM later.
Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. This is the one that I'm actually like the least interested in, just because of how kind of tossed together it was.
Well, yeah, because Cody's been filming Street Fighter. He looks buff, by the way. They had him eating his protein for Street Fighter.
Also, if this is the first time you're hearing about them remaking Street Fighter, please look up the cast. It's absolutely insane. Look up the cast of Street Fighter.
They were on crack putting that cast together.
And because of that crack, I am very excited to watch it. I am.
I think Cody.
I'm seeing there was a leak of a shirt of all the matches, and there was supposed to be a triple threat between Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax, but Tiffany Stratton's injured, so I'll be very interested in who replaces that. But speaking of women's wrestling, Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer to take that vacant women's world championship. It's got to be. Or who do you think? I don't want to lead the witness.
As much as I really want this to be a clean match, I think Asuka absolutely gets involved somehow, to the detriment of Io. I don't necessarily think that this is where Asuka turns on Io yet, but I think that Asuka costs Io the match. I think Stephanie wins the world title.
Yeah. Miami Snoopy, you were incredibly wrong about that, because that Van Damme version was brilliant. They should just continuously play it at the loop. That's what I need. I need that. It's work of art. Oh my gosh. The Usos versus the Bron.
Ooh. This one's kind of intriguing because you don't know how in his head Jay will be in this match, trying to control everything as he has been so far. As much as I want to say an Usos win on the reunion, I think the Brons need this a little more.
Facts. Yeah, hey, there we go. Look at us. Look at us fighting the middle ground.
That is the correct answer.
That is the correct answer. I mean, they're leaning towards the J Hill. What I feel like could happen is Jimmy joins them, even though Jimmy has kind of been the like goodish guy until Jay finally broke through. But I would like it if we just got the heel, but also that would kind of like step on what New Day's got going on, and I still think they're absolutely killing what little attention they're given right now. Okay, and then the final, the first match of, because it's not a title match, so Brock Lesnar wants to do his thing and get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
You won't find me picking Brock Lesnar.
That's real.
With everything that has gone on with him leading up to him coming back. I absolutely see him winning, but on principle, I have to pick John Cena. On principle.
That's facts. That's real. Well, I appreciate you, brother. I won't hold you any longer. You worked hard. You know, you. Oh, did your softball team win yesterday?
We didn't. We showed heart though. We were down like 15-6 in the last inning, and then we scored 4 runs and made it at least kind of respectable.
Yeah.
So, and plus the other team was just hitting it like where we weren't all the time. So as soon as we cleaned the defense up, like, we're golden.
I love it. Well, brother, please let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Of course. So you can find me all over the place, really. I'm on 2 Shades of Blue network spots. 1, 50+ donor. We talk German soccer. We act a fool over German soccer. Earlier today, we were assigning sponsors, alternate sponsors to all the teams. I can't remember any of them that we did off the top of my head, but we like to do foolish shit around that. So if you like to act a fool and you like soccer, you want to learn more about German soccer, that's the place. Also, 1/5 of Shades of your favorite wrestling podcast. We film on Wednesdays, and I'm now doing softball on Wednesdays, so you won't see me around as much. But as soon as the softball season's over, I'm right back in it. So we talk German soccer and 50+ donor, talk wrestling on your favorite wrestling podcast, and then I stream myself where I talk about literally everything else and play games on twitch.tv/B_Flem. Right now, I'm playing through Clear Obscure Expedition 33. A lot of people saying that's game of the year. I'm really enjoying it so far, but I'm trying to speedrun it before we get into Ghost of Yote that drops October 2nd. But we play a variety of games. We talk about a variety of stuff. It's an extremely unserious space as well. So if you like that Twitter vibe, then I'm there most Fridays, late night. I'm there, so you can come hang over there.
Let's go, brother. Well, I appreciate you. You have a good rest of your evening. I'll see you
Sir.
soon.
Thanks for having me. Make sure you're following Shades of Blue on all platforms as well if you're not already.
You know,
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
Hey,
Salud.
John Hunt was not able to join us. He had children problems. He's got a parent, and you know how we feel about that. Like
Priorities.
Exactly. Family first, always and forever. So that means we did a great job. Hey, shout out to most of you people who came from the raid. A lot of y'all stayed. Shout out to you. It's late. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud.
Derek, what those lights looking like? How many did we get up to? We had 10 before. Did we get any more? Did they smash that like button? Terry?
No, they didn't smash it. A couple people hit it, but we didn't smash it. I think I got up to 15.
Yeah. Go ahead and
hey,
hit that
50%
like
increase. I'll take that growth. We'll take
subscribe
growth.
if you haven't. I did see our subscriber number jump up. That was actually a pretty big jump, so I appreciate that. We're here every single Thursday nights, real late night for you guys. Next week we have Noisy Neighbors. They're coming through.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm super excited about. Well, I guess we'll see how this game goes on Sunday.
No,
We
I'm super excited either way it goes.
Oh no, I mean I was
Yeah,
talking about our next
gonna
guest. Our
be-
next guest, Devin the Dude, Arsenal fan. We have
that
Arsenal
would-
Pac gonna come through. You know, he's gonna do his thing.
Is he gonna have the beanie on?
He'll probably have his beanie and sunglasses
You
on.
gotta have his
It would
beanie.
be-
Gotta have a beanie
yeah.
and a blanket.
I'll make sure to tell him. Make sure Arsenal Pac shows up. And then lastly, Brighton stand up. We got the homie Sony M coming through. So yeah, a very good show.
What up,
for
DC?
you.
DMV?
We be hosting watch alongs this weekend. Tomorrow for City Women against Tottenham, and then Sunday for the game against Arsenal. We do all kinds of shows. We have a Patreon. Find us on social media. You'll find all our information. I think we do some pretty cool stuff over here.
Y'all do, because shout out to you three. Even though I was not able to participate, you all held it down for Baby Blue Baddies. Like the segment about like the best possible 11 when healthy. I was very proud of all three of y'all. So thank y'all for that conversation.
We did that for you, bro. We were
I
like, you know
appreciated
what?
that. I really
Hold
appreciated
it down.
it too.
Tarek jumped in. He brought it up. I was like, "Oh, let's talk about it," because I got my favorites. Carl got his favorites, and neither one of them gonna be what Jackie says.
So we everybody pretty much agreed on a couple spots for the most part. Like there was a lot of spots that were already taken. Who do you have at the 10?
I said Grace. He said Viv. Who you got?
One of you all said Carolyn at the 10. And
I think that was,
I'm sorry,
that was
Carolyn.
me.
Plum said Carolyn.
Yeah,
I was like,
Grace.
did I say that?
Yeah, neither one of us said Viv. We agree.
And that moved me. So I was like, yes, please, that.
Yeah, that would be great because because she does like to track back and Viv does not. So I just think that she would fit it better, but naturally
Does
we're
not,
going to get
cannot. There's two different.
Both. Viv can't run. Viv should only be a striker. I don't understand why Viv leaves the box. I'm sorry. Bye.
I'm with you. I'm 1,000% with you.
So this was when everybody is healthy. So you're moving. Are you moving Mary Fowler to the bench?
Oh yeah, who's your left and right winger?
Hemp and Fowler.
Okay, so you have Fowler outright. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But like I do like the thought of inverting them, like, because I think my first sub off the bench might be Benet, but as a fullback instead of as a winger.
Interesting. Oh yeah, the WNBA game. Oh, fourth quarter. Okay, cool. Hey, we're not supposed to talk about that place though. It's
they're in Atlanta. That's fine.
All right. Well, my show bros, it was fantastic chatting with you guys. Always a pleasure seeing you.
Yes.
Hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. If I see you guys Sunday, I appreciate it. If y'all,
I'll be there. I'll pull up Sunday. Can't wait.
Let's go. Well,
I'm hoping to see Ariel on Sunday. So.
Oh yeah, he's at Fan
right.
Fest.
You're
That's
in
right,
person.
Tom.
Hey, you gotta
Fest.
go be famous for us.
Yeah, man.
You gotta make sure that you do
KC's finest Big J
do
journalist
some
out here.
videos. Do
Hey,
some
let's
like
go.
tag us and
Y'all
stuff.
take a
Get stuff on.
look at that face and then go check the Manchester City US because you might just happen to see that face show up
a
in
few
the
times.
video.
So like I
In the
watched the
video.
video and I saw him pop up. Like first it was his back,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay. And then it was like a whole nother still of him again, and I was like, okay, let's go. And the next thing you know, it's like him like celebrating and then holding the scarf. I was like, oh, they got man's imprint
All up
this
in the video.
I love it.
All up in the video.
Famous.
Great.
That's what's up. Hey,
This was a great time.
much love. Oh yeah. Much love to everybody from Mancunia Way that came over on the raid. We appreciate y'all. Hope you'll jump back on with us next week as well.
Big ups. Big ups.
Big ups. Yes, see you guys soon. Until next time, you know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.